Hey, this is Vamsi. I wanted to share a story about positive thinking and positive being and how that can change somebody's destination. So, there used to be one organization. That organization was heavily invested into personal growth and personal development of all their team members. And they all really well qualified people. One day, during one of their meetings, they all decided we wanted to experiment on the positive thinking. So, this is a real story. This happened about 12 to 14 months ago, and I wanted to simply summarize that story for you so that way you can learn something and you can start applying what you are learning from this in your life. All right, here is the story. So, the team members went to one a nursery and got really best A-level soil that's available in that nursery. And they created three flower beds around their office space. And all three flower beds are exactly on the same side. So they get exactly the same sunrise. And also they get exactly the same shade. So there is no difference in terms of the location, but they are like a side by side. So what they did was they planted some seeds on each flower bed, exactly the same seeds from the same manufacturer planted on exactly the same soil. This is where the magic started happening. So what they did was they did not do anything for the flower bed one. They just like let it there, other than like putting some water every single day on the same time. For other two also they are doing it, but they did not do anything for flower bed one. They went to the second flower bed, and in the second flower bed they started talking all the negative things that are happening in the world. And also they started visualizing some of the things that they really hate in their life and pretending that the person or the event is happening in front of them, and they started showing that anger to that second flower bed. And they went to the third one and they did exactly the opposite thing. They started sharing how grateful they are in terms of every single thing that they have in their life, how grateful their life is, how grateful they have like the family members. And also they started appreciating every single thing, like you are going to be such a beautiful flower when you grow up. This is going to be best looking flower, all the positives. And they did that for 30 days. Let me recap real quick. Flower bed 1, nothing. They did not do anything other than putting the water. Flower bed 2, they're just putting the water, but also along with that, they started showing anger. You're such a bad flower. You're such an ugly flower. Nobody likes you. You're so bad. And they went to the third one. They started doing it. This is beautiful flower. You are going to be such an amazing. I'm super grateful that you are growing. I'm super happy for you. All the positive things. After 30 days, they went and looked back at all three flower beds. This is where the surprising thing. Flower bed 1 just like became a small flower. Flower bed 2, as they thought, it became really ugly flower bed. It's like the plant is like so weak, the leaves are almost upside down, and the roots are so weak. They went to the third flower bed, and that is where they saw the roots are really stronger, the leaves are really bright, and they could not believe that. Everything is same except the words that they said to those flower beds. Those seeds, those mini plants got cells, and those cells are listening to the words, listening to that energy that the other person is generating, whether it's a positive or negative. Because of that energy, the life of that plant is completely changed. Even though the conditions are same weather, same fertilizer, same water, but because of this energy, these words created some magical things. The reason I'm explaining this, because this is exactly what we are doing unconsciously every single day. We are talking to those cells. Those cells are inside of us. We have millions of cells every single second listening to our voice, listening to our inner talk. The moment you start talking, I can't do this, I can't afford this, this is not my cup of tea, guess what? Those cells are conditioning you to become that person. If you look at like any family health history, a lot of diseases for pretty much like a 5, 6, 7 generations are happening exactly at the same time. It's not because of hereditary, it's because of the words that our brain has been conditioned over and over again since our childhood. Look at some examples. Like there are some people who cannot take 5 stages of flights to climb the big building. They cannot go that. They say that I'm 35 years old, I can't take 5 floors. And some people who are 80, 85, they can go for hiking for an entire day. They can climb like maybe 100 floors. The reason behind they're conditioning themselves differently. Just imagine like somebody who cannot walk more than like maybe 10 kilometers at age 45 compared to somebody who's 69 who's doing a marathon every single month. What is the difference? The conditioning. So change your words, change the way you are communicating to yourself, change the way you are communicating to people around you, your team members, your family members, your kids, your parents. The moment you start talking positively about the things that you can do and they can do, guess what? All the cells are ready to accept that. It's not going to be overnight, it's not going to be tomorrow morning, but it is going to be at some point. So you need to start that journey today. Doesn't matter what happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago. What we can do is we can start changing something moving forward. Hope this landed for you. Talk to you all soon.